It's really confusing. So just bear with us. Meanwhile, more breaking developments coming in, and this is a statement coming out from China on US restrictions on semiconductor firms. China says in a statement, and I quote, America is turning export controls into a tool. The US Department of Commerce, remember, had announced that it would remove Intel Semiconductor Company Limited, Samsung China Semiconductor Company Limited, and SK Hynix Semiconductor China Limited from the validated end user authorization. So, for context to our viewers, Huawei products were banned from dealings with American companies a few years ago. So, in addition to that, the tussle that is going on between America and China is that the Americans are trying to deny the Chinese semiconductor technology because the patents and the R&D for semiconductors primarily still happens in the United States, even though the manufacturing of them happens in Taiwan and indeed in China. The Chinese in turn are saying that in order to make all your fancy AI supercomputing hubs, you need the rare earths and more importantly the rare earth magnets, of which we control almost the entire global supply. So, we will stop sending that to you, and that is where the conversation is stuck, and it is stuck. This is a statement that has come out from China's Commerce Ministry, and it says the global semiconductor industry is deeply interconnected and that the US move has turned export controls into a tool and will cause a serious negative impact on the stability of the global semiconductor industrial supply chain. And within somewhere between this, the US government has a stake in Intel. Like I said, if you have been trying to track it and you are confused, understandably so. So, let me get Alok Mehta into this conversation. Alok ji, I am trying to navigate this the best I can in the flurry of information and meetings and conversations and statements that are taking place. But let me ask you the straightforward question. In the current context, is there a possibility of a last minute visit by Donald Trump to India for the Quad Summit next month?
I think nobody can predict about the Trump, what he will do in the next 2 years, 2 hours, nobody knows. It's so fluctuate, no? Elon Musk, what he did with the Elon Musk. So, but maybe after 1 month, he will realize that, okay, I will need India more than any other country. That's why I think you can't predict. But we hope that still we want that he will change after this judicial judgment in the United States, and maybe now in Supreme Court also what you mentioned. But I think we are not depend so much on Donald Trump. The other countries, you see in Japan also wanted to go, and then last minute, 2 days back, they postponed the meeting with the United States, the trade meeting on tariff and others. So, Japan is, Canada, even Canada also trying to do with India now. The ambassador is coming. Maybe we have some better relations with Canada. But I think that's why the Australia is more with us in some sense. So I think these kind of relations will continue and we are not so much dependent. That's why you are very right that India will playing a very important role for all over the world in the politics and the economy.
Well, it is what it is. Okay, now, okay, let's come to this meeting because it's not one that happens often. The meetings between PM Modi and Donald Trump have happened multiple times. Okay, it's a clear indication because none of us are being able to process it. It was to the point, and Alok Mehta can vouch for this, it was to the point that India was being accused of playing favorites in the US election, even though we have no influence in the US election. But by the fact that Donald Trump was, brought here and he was given this grand show in Ahmedabad and the Indian diaspora was rallying for the Republicans, we were being accused of playing favorites to support Donald Trump not too long ago. And now this is happening. So, okay, like I said, difficult to process. So, what is this once in 7-8 years meeting between PM Modi and Xi Jinping all about, if not Donald Trump? We are never going to know what